Namaste guys, ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Wednesday evening here in Denver, Colorado. It is 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. We're jumping on for a daily dose of growth. Challenges designed to grow your soul and help you become a better person. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are on challenge number 30. I don't have enough fingers. 37 out of 60 challenges. Karen, Namaste. Guess who wins the brownie point today? And I think my bunny, Mani, Sarah, Namaste, is eating me out of house and home. Laura, Namaste. This girl, she's a teeny tiny half-dwarf bunny, Holland Lop combo. She eats every 35 minutes all day long. She's eating right now. How is it possible? She's so tiny and she just eats all the time. Lori, Namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So while you guys are watching me, I'm watching her and her cute, fat, fluffy face stuffing her mouth with kale. Anyways, so as you guys know, we do these streams every single day. Sarah did it. Congratulations. Sarah, let me ask you a question. Did you do yesterday's challenge as well? Out of curiosity, because you said, I'm going to do it. So I just wanted to see if you did it or not. Congratulations for doing today's challenge. Letty, Namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Lori did it. Yay. That's true. They have good digestion. Karen did it. Yay. I found out that bunnies, good job, Sarah. I found out that bunnies have to eat nonstop because the eating is what makes their digestion work. Like they have to eat nonstop. Unlike us, we can go a couple days without eating and it's not going to kill us. They have to eat all the time because it's part of their digestion. Joanna, Namaste. So I had no idea, and she continues to eat all the time. She's a little eating pig. Because I gave her food last night before going to bed. I was like, this will be plenty. I wake up in the morning, everything's gone. The bowl's gone. And I fed her, this will be the third or fourth time I fed her today. Like a big handful of leafy greens and pellets. Why are we talking about Mani? Because she's amazing, and I've never had a bunny before. Tina, Namaste. Welcome. So, for those of you wondering, our challenge for today, challenge number 37. Challenge number 37. Joanna did it. That a girl. Elena and Tina did it. That a girls. I love it. Was to set your timer on your phone for 15 minutes and remember count them, 3 pivotal moments, not general moments, pivotal moments of the phone call, the conversation, the look, the accident, the whatever the minute thing is, and I want you to be aware of how that changed the course or the direction of your life, yes? And then be aware of, in that pivotal moment, what were your thoughts and what were your feelings? What were your thoughts and what were your feelings in that pivotal moment? So there's a lot that you guys can share if you're open and receptive to doing so, to benefit the group, to benefit people who watch the replay. So what was your awareness before this challenge, your awareness during this challenge, and your awareness after this challenge? And I was holding her earlier today, and she jumped out of my hands, and I got all nervous because she's small, and she was about to go down towards the ground, and she bumped her face on the ground. Not hard. Suresh, Namaste, she just bumped her face on the ground, and she was like, kind of like dazed and stunned for a minute. And then I was like, you okay? And I'm petting her head, and she's fine. She's smacking her lips. She's fine. And then she went back to eating. So she's fine. James, Namaste. What's up, fellow junior high school buddy from 2,000 miles away? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always good to have you on. Hopefully you can attend some of the challenges, complete some of the challenges, and give feedback on some of those challenges that we do each and every day. Every single challenge is standalone. So I know you guys are typing what your experiences were doing today's challenge. I'll wait for feedback. I can do some juggling. Never been very good at juggling. So I figured out some other careers I could have if I wasn't an energy healer. You ready? These are some of the careers using my ninja power. If I wasn't an energy healer, I'd be A, a magician, B, a hypnotist, C, what was the other one? Oh, an infomercial guy. Ron, namaste, which ironically enough, one of the most famous, successful pitchmen of all time, Ron Popeil, guy made $1 billion+ selling information products and infomercial products on the TV for like 30+ years. Ron Popeil, genius pitchman. A pitchman is basically someone who has a product or service and they have a live audience, and then they talk, they get excited, they get everyone excited, and then people buy. That's kind of like my ninja power. And I remember I did that, where was I? There was a gentleman that I met many years ago. This is almost 20 years ago in Florida. And he was a retired investment guy. And him and his wife owned a Frappuccino, a portable Frappuccino business. So they would go to art galleries and art festivals all over Florida, and for some reason Michigan, I don't know why. He would go, they didn't even live in Michigan. So he would go to Florida, go around and do art festivals, and then make these Frappuccino drinks before Frappuccinos were well known. And then he would go up and do an art festival in Michigan. And he was looking to sell the business for $75,000. But here's the thing, none of it was on the books. It was all cash, money business off the books. So it was all cash. So you couldn't get investors to go in on it because they're like, well, it's $75,000, but we have nothing on the books. So we can't validate whether what he's saying is true or not true. So I went down one day to a Fort Lauderdale event that he was doing at an art festival, and I worked it with him. I worked this event with him, and the amount of money we made in a few hours was unbelievable. Like, it was maybe $2,000, $2,500 cash in like 2 or 3 hours. That's it. And it was super fast paced. It was super fun. And it was about engaging with people, mixing it up, high-fiving, cute girls, kissing babies, getting pictures with the grandparents. It was super, super fun. So that would be like similar to a pitchman, right? So our product that we were pitching was Frappuccinos and different kinds of Frappuccinos, but it was a simple product, super high margins, great. But I never was able to get the $75,000 necessary to buy over, all of his supplies, his secret Frappuccino formula. Jennifer Ottman, namaste, which, let's be real, there's no Frappuccino formula. Whatever. Looking back, I could have easily replicated what he did, but I didn't have the knowledge and I didn't have the will. Here you go. I had the love aspect. I was like, oh, this would be phenomenal. So, you guys are still typing. Suresh beat everyone to it. Suresh says, what a nice exercise to look back up and reflect. I had more of an appreciation of these events in my life. 3 pivotal moments of my life. Meeting my wife, moving back to Suriname, learning pranic healing. Good. Excellent. Excellent. What were your thoughts and your feelings during those moments? What was your thoughts and feelings during those moments? There's a reason I'm asking you that question now, and why I asked you guys that question early this morning at 8 o'clock when we announced the challenge. Okay? Sarah says, dun, 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 I have, Rosalind, I'm going to say, I have had more than 3 life-changing moments. Good. Hope so, right? Like epiphanies, short moments after hearing, seeing, or just realizing something that made me take a devotion and change my life forever. Ooh, all of them with great results. Perfect. Good. So you were in the flow, right? Chrissy, namaste. Anything else you guys want to add? Suresh, anything you want to add? Sarah, anything you want to add? Anyone else want to add their awareness before, during, after the challenge? And what were your thoughts and your feelings during that pivotal moment? She's still eating. She's almost done with her food. I'm going to have to give her more food. Anything else? And then we'll go into the higher teachings or practices. Protein smoothie, yo. And yes, I'm able to talk with smoothie in my mouth because it's one of the skills I've developed over my years. Because I'm always talking, right? Always running my mouth. I'm giving you guys a minute. So Christy says, I did it. Are you laughing at me, Letty, or with me? I did it. I was right back at that moment, feeling thoughts, etc. Some not so nice. Interesting. Interesting. So in that pivotal moment for Chrissy, there were some thoughts and feelings that weren't so nice. Interesting feedback. Okay. What else? Anything else? I'm all blissed out. Oh, good girl. Okay, so while you guys are typing, part of what I wanted you to challenge yourself today, oops, hold on, Suresh is throwing it in. Had a hard time moving back to Suriname, was 18 years old and had to adjust to a new lifestyle. It was very difficult for me. Had to learn Dutch all over again. Dutch is an interesting language. Was angry, but I settled down and felt it was a very important step in my life because it was responsible for the next two things. Aha! So one pivotal moment opened up the doorway for two other pivotal moments. So Karen says, the awareness that came from looking at those pivotal moments and life-changing decisions is that life-changing decisions is that things that appeared as mistakes or negative outcomes did not feel like that anymore. Aha. I'm as able to look at those as a lesson that I grew from. Maybe it's from the healing today, feeling grateful. That's a factor, yes. Karen got a pranic healing session today. Yes, good awareness. Good awareness. And it's actually connected to the newsletter today. I'm starting to notice that everything I'm doing in one day is connected to everything else. Interesting. So Tina says, number one, making the decision to not go back to college and what I was going to do for my future. I chose beauty school with the help of my sister and mom. At the time, I was nervous about not making the right decision, but knew college wasn't for me or meat, not for you or for meat that time. I look back and I'm glad I chose to be a hairstylist for many reasons. Oh yeah, Karen, I was able. I got you, girl. We all understand. It was beautifully articulated. Super, super grateful. Sarah says, awareness before. I have tracked that before, so I knew it was going to be easy to do it again. During, realizing all of them have had great results. Excellent. After, I am proud of the decisions. Excellent. Chrissy says, it drew my attention to some of my weaknesses that I'm working on. Aha. As Grandmaster Cho Koksui would say, without awareness, no inner transformation. Marcella, namaste. With awareness, inner transformation. Mind blown, right? Mind blown. Good. This was a good challenge. The energy with you guys is very, very good. It's very clean tonight. Very, very good. Excellent. You're saying the other challenges, our energy isn't clean? No, this is a challenge designed to give you lots and lots of awareness. And the primary thing that I want you to get from today's challenge is trust. So a pivotal moment, which is interesting, there's an entire book written about it called Moment, written by two brothers that I love their material. What is the name? The Heath brothers, Heath. Heath. The Heath brothers have written several books, and their books are phenomenal. So one of the books that they wrote was about moments. What makes a moment memorable? What makes a moment transformational? What makes a pivotal moment the moment that thing happened and it skyrocketed you to a different course in your life? Oh, you read it? Excellent. Buenas noches. Buenas noches, Chris. ¿Cómo estás, Marcela? So, very, very, very important to recognize in a pivotal moment what are your thoughts and what are your feelings, because you can start using that as a guide for other moments in your life of like, I've been here before. And you can start trusting your thoughts and your feelings in those moments. So you have an option A, an option B, or an option C that come up to you, and you can tap into the energies and go, how does this make me feel? And what are my thoughts? How does this make me feel and what are my thoughts? So I can remember within this past year some pivotal moments that have changed the trajectory of my life and given me deep, deep awareness into the nature of who and what I am. And I can literally not to the second, but pretty close, by going up and introducing myself to this person, by a look across a hallway, by a certain healing session that I was giving or that I was receiving, by a certain phone call that I took that I was like, I don't know if I should take this phone call, but okay, I'll take it. And I took it, and the course of my life changed. Pivotal moments, right? Lori is jumping in. See, I knew you guys were going to say a lot. You guys have written more in this challenge number 37, than all your other challenges. Do you guys realize that? So obviously, everyone's engaged. Everyone liked this challenge. So Lori says, before challenge, I struggled trying to think of 3 as I wasn't sure I wanted to think of a happy, sad, or mad. Number 1 was losing my job, then went bankrupt. Sounds familiar. I was notified while I was on vacation. I felt mad, nervous, and scared. 2, confronting log my daughter on a touchy subject. Confronting, I don't know what the log my daughter. Confronting my daughter on a touchy subject, felt nervous not knowing what it would do to our relationship. After felt glad it was over and ended up growing closer. Very good. Number 3, new career, nervous for a change, but after felt excited for a change. Good. Good, excellent, Lori. Very good awareness. Tina says, number 2 was marrying my husband. The thought of being married was scary, but excited at the same time. Okay. Number 3 was becoming a mom. I was nervous, unsure if I'd be a good mom and being responsible for someone other than me. It's interesting that you say this because I was looking to have a child with somebody, and one of my mentors was giving me insight and perspective and saying, she talks about wanting to be a mom, but deep down she's terrified and doesn't feel that she would be a good mom. So then the likelihood of moving forward with this person to have children, very unlikely, and it didn't materialize. Sarah says, I read it because it's a great book for those who work with marketing. Very good. Yes, their book, Stuck? No. What's their main? Switch. Their book, Switch, changed my life. That was a pivotal moment. I remember walking into my friend's house I have so many stories to tell you guys about so many different things that I consider them fascinating, and I've been sharing stories with thousands of people for years, and people tend to like these kinds of stories. But anyways, this particular friend, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you some of the stories connected to this pivotal moment. I don't know why I keep saying pivotal moment. But anyways, on his coffee table, there was the book Switch. And I said, hey, can I borrow that book for a week? Because I usually finish a book in a week. And he goes, yeah, take it. I grabbed the book, read it, changed my life. That's a pivotal moment. Marcela said, que lindo escucharte hablar español. Thanks. I don't know what lindo means. Lindo. I don't remember what lindo means. I'm working on it, Marcella. Be patient. Tina says, college wasn't for me, not meat. Whoa, Joanna's jumping into the mix. You guys are amazing today. It was nice exercise. I look back when I was 15, became a mother. A month after I went to South Carolina with my mother, sister, and husband to be, I was scared yet excited. That was the first. We had 3 girls and moved to Oregon. That was exciting, but things went sour and we split up. I'm about to sneeze. Nobody said anything. Both ended up moving back to New York. Our parents were still there. Later met my second husband, had 3 more children, ended up breaking up years later, but this is when I had that out-of-body experience and it changed my life drastically and snapped me out of deep depression. I remember you sharing that the other day. All of this was growing experience, and I learned a lot of these 3 major moments, and it made me a stronger and wiser person. Grateful for this challenge and experiences in life. Not log. Got it. Jessica, namaste. Welcome to the party. Did it. Sorry I'm late. Oh, good to have you on, girl. Chrissy says, the day I decided to buy my gymnastics school. Ooh, okay. Number 2, the day I found out my ex was cheating. That's a big one. Positive or negative, right? Number 3, the day in court I was asked to foster the boys. That's a big one. Would you like Alana to message you later with hers? Yes. She's doing a gymnastics camp thing on computer right now. Yes. I did get Elena's message. Have her message me every single day if she does the challenge. Message me privately so I know. Thank you, guys. Bless me, right? Excellent. Super, super good awareness. You guys are all jacked up from today's challenge. So it's about trusting yourself and recognizing to run with it. And you can look at something really bad happening to you, right? And your viewpoint can now be, ooh, this is a pivotal moment. This is an opportunity to transform my life and to move my life in the right direction. Exciting, right? Right? Everything good in our lives isn't always wrapped in a beautiful present with a bow on it and smells of lang lang, right? Sometimes the most beautiful things in our life have come from loss, have come from accidents, have come from abuse, have come from trauma, right? Because as we talked about in the newsletter today, anything that's negative happening to you is a process of neutralizing negative karma that was keeping you stuck in the past. So as that experience happens, you've just neutralized some negative karma, allowing yourself to move forward. But what most of us do is we have a bad experience, and rather than going, thank you for the bad experience, thank you for helping me neutralize my ancient negative karma, thank you for helping me move my life forward, and moving forward, what do? Right? What do we do instead? We have the bad experience, and then we meditate on the bad experience day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, instead of going, hey, I'm super grateful for that lesson. That was a pivotal moment. Actually, pivotal would also make sense. It was a pivotal and a pivotable moment. See, I'm working on clearly articulating myself in English, Spanish, and in Pig Latin. So this challenge for you guys was to give you awareness. The challenge was to start trusting your intuition and be like, this feels and thinks like a good thing to do. This feels and thinks and feels like a good thing to do. And you move in that direction. I was asking somebody earlier, do all the lights have to be green before you go on your destination? No. You just have to have a pretty good idea of where you're going, and then as you go, you course correct. You are always empowered. You always can choose what you're going to think, say, and do in every moment of your life. So if life gives you lemons, you can make lemonade, or you can complain about how sour the lemons are. Which is a more productive thing to do with your life, right? It's more productive to move forward than it is to keep meditating on the past. Grandmaster Cho Koksui says, we are always meditating, but most of us are meditating on the wrong things, right? Most of us are meditating on the wrong things. Meditate on the virtues, meditate on the teacher, meditate on the higher beings, right? Because what do? When you meditate on things that vibrate higher than you, they pull you up. But if you meditate on the past, if you meditate on trauma, if you meditate on mistakes, if you meditate on things that don't serve you anymore, what do? Stay stuck in the past. And you're what? Your feet are in cement. You can't move forward. True or not true? It's a self-evident truth. So then why'd you say true or not true? So, whoa, Jessica went to town. Check this out. Jessica says, pivotal moment for me. 1, my grandmother died. While she was lying, I spent a lot of time, while she was dying, I spent a lot of time away from my ex-husband and away from the toxic dynamic between us. I noticed a huge difference in my emotions as well as my boys, so it was my aha that I needed to get out of that. Good awareness. Number 2 was when I broke my back and ended up losing my job and what felt like my entire life. I became very depressed and knocked down. Almost died from the infection after surgery. And number 3 was when I finally read the book Miracles Through Pranic Healing, and I had a huge realization that just touching that book, I was attached to the master and was able to walk without pain, which made me go forward with my classes. And since then, I've had so many amazing people. I've grown up so much thanks to pranic healing and people like all of you. What do you think that? Touching a book. Think about that. Touching a book. Transform your life. pivotal moment. Excellent, Jessica. What else do you got? So I'm late because I'm consoling a heartbroken Olivia because she was not getting her fur baby. We went and saw. She is 6 and hasn't been around big dogs, so it didn't seem like it would be a good fit, sadly. We're both sad, but the right one will come along. It's okay, exactly. Non-attachment. It's okay. Let go. What do we talk about? You can meditate on the dog that you didn't get. You can meditate on all the problems, right? Here's a perfect teaching opportunity right now. She can meditate on all the dogs she didn't get, wasn't this, wasn't that. She can meditate on being sad, being disappointed, being heartbroken, or let's focus on the new puppy. Let's focus on the new fur ball, right? Let's look again on Craigslist. Let's look again at whatever, right? Wherever you get puppies and kittens and bunnies and hamsters and ferrets and all that, right? So Sarah says, sometimes you don't feel it is going to be good, but if you feel it is the right, honest thing to do, probably it will be the best if it doesn't look like that at the beginning. Yes. Some books are life-changing for sure. That's an excellent point from Sarah, which my mentor shared with me a while back. If it is in alignment with the virtues, it will work out. Do you guys hear what I said? If it is in alignment with the virtues, it will work out. So if you have a shady business deal and you're wondering, should I take it or not take it? It's not in alignment with the virtues. If it's something that hurts another person, financially, physically, emotionally, or mentally, it's not the right thing. It's not in alignment with the virtues. That's a big indicator of, should I do this or should I not do this? Should I do this or not do this? But so then you're asking, well, what are the virtues? Exactly. So you have to understand the virtues and you have to practice them on a regular basis. And through practicing, you can start making discernment. You can start saying, like, I'll give you an example. When I got involved in real estate investing 10 years ago, I wanted to do it honestly, right? I wanted to learn the business from the ground up. I wanted to make lots and lots and lots of money, and I wanted to do it honestly. But I didn't quite know who to work with, how to work with them. I didn't have discernment, right? So what I was lacking was discernment. I didn't vet, the term is called vetting someone. I didn't vet my partner well enough, and it cost me dearly. And in fact, it cost him dearly as well, right? So I didn't understand the virtue of accurate perception, correct expression well enough, right? And I didn't understand the virtue of generosity and non-stealing well enough. I didn't understand the virtue of constancy of aim and effort and non-laziness well enough to vet my partner properly and to vet our compatibility with one another properly. So I just went head first. I learned a tremendous amount of lessons. What took him 15 years to establish in his own real estate practice, his own real estate investing business, we were able to do in 8 months. You can imagine the growth. Oh, God. I have people ask me, hey, are you ever going to get back into real estate? Because I like real estate. Like, it appeals to my mind. Throat chakra, ajna chakra, pushing, making things happen, being aggressive with people. I kind of like that. You know, I love healing. Healing is my dharma. But it's also good to have rental properties and bring in passive income every month, like I had years ago. But I learned a lot about who I was and about myself. But because I didn't understand the virtues very well, my ability to correctly view my partnership was weakened. And then I couldn't properly vet other people that we were working with. Right? Awareness, understanding. Is it virtuous? Right? Is it in alignment with the virtues? And if it is, you move your life forward. If it's not in alignment with the virtues, you don't do it. By the way, you guys are always wondering about the higher soul. Have you ever done something stupid, and as you're doing that stupid thing, you're seeing yourself from above going, don't do that? Psychologists call it your conscience. Metaphysicians, spiritual teachers, people who study esoteric wisdom, it's the higher soul. It's the higher soul saying, don't do that. True or not true? And then guess what? If we don't do it, we don't do that stupid thing, we have inner peace. We have stillness. But if we do that stupid thing that we were told not to do, we suffer. We create negative karma. We hurt ourselves and others. There's pain, right? So you guys started to understand how in order to transform your life, you need to have awareness. In order to have awareness, you need to have stillness, right? Tina says yes. Joanna says very true. Jessica says, we're looking for a go-everywhere dog, so it won't be fair to expect a 6-year-old who never leaves her house to become... Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you cut, you detach. You realize with awareness and understanding, hey, this is not the right fit. And you move on. Isn't it weird that we suffer from things that don't fit or aren't good for us? It's strange, right? It's a strange human phenomenon. Jessica says, I can't tell you how many times I look back at the don't do that I don't only say, crap, I should have just went with my gut. Right. So sometimes you go with your navel, your gut, navel chakra, and you move forward, and that's the right decision. You're like, this feels like a good thing to do. Or you have that gut instinct of, do you get the difference between I'm afraid to do this, but I should do it anyways, versus this is not the right thing to do? How many get that distinction? This is really, really important for this stream, for this challenge, for challenge number 37. How many of you get that? That there's a difference. You intuitively know there's a difference between, I'm scared, I'm nervous of doing that thing, but it's the right thing to do, versus that's not the right thing to do. Do you get the difference? That's how you need to be guiding your life, right? You're like, okay. Should I be doing this Coke? Should I do this line of Coke or not? It would be exciting if I did it, but it's scary. Do you get the difference? You're like, of course I shouldn't be doing a line of Coke. Hello? But if it's like, should I go back to school to obtain more knowledge to advance my career? All right, makes me nervous, makes me scared, but is it the right thing to do for me? It feels like the right thing to do. Okay, and then you move forward. Me becoming an energy healer, I could write my own book just about becoming an energy healer. It wasn't easy. I had to overcome many different things. But deep down in my heart of hearts, it's the right thing to do. So I was afraid, I felt inadequate, I felt like I didn't know enough, I felt I wasn't a good enough speaker, I felt that I couldn't produce enough miraculous healings quickly enough for most people, so what's the point anyways, right? But what did I do? I was like, all right, I'm going to move forward. Why? Because it's in alignment with the virtues and it's the right thing to do. Period. So it doesn't matter if it works out overnight or not. It's the right thing to do. Real estate investing, if done properly, is the right thing to do. It's the smart thing to do. It's the financial savvy thing to do. But if you're going to do real estate and you're going to have crappy properties and have them at a peak value, overpriced in the market, and then not give your tenants good customer service when they call and make maintenance calls, that's not the right thing to do. That's not in alignment with the virtues. Make sense? Okay. We covered a lot today, didn't we? You guys had excellent points on your realizations in challenge number 37 of the 3 pivotal, not pivotable, pivotal moments of your life, and recognize that you can trust yourself. You can go with the flow. Just be aware, be still, be aware Is this right? Is it virtuous? Does it feel good even though I'm scared, even though I have doubt? Is this the right thing? Or it's not the right thing. Awareness and stillness are needed to hear the whisper of the higher soul. But even though we hear the whisper of the higher soul, we still have to follow it. Like Jessica was saying, I remember the time that I'd hear, don't do that, and I would do it anyways and go, crap, why did I do that? You still have to follow the whisper of the higher soul. True or not true. Okay? All right, guys. For those of you who need healing and inner and outer transformation, feel free to contact me directly on my website. It's my name, ChristianRLong.com. Schedule a consultation if you know nothing about pranic healing, or you schedule a healing and coaching session directly through Schedule a Healing, and let's produce a miracle in your life. Do you still have your gym? Ooh, Tina and Chrissy are networking with each other. I like that. That's nice. And then catch us tomorrow for challenge number 38. Challenge number 38. I remember when my body was 38 years old. It was 2 years ago. Why? Join us tomorrow at 8 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time for the next challenge, and then 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 30 minutes later, for the Twin Hats meditation. Oh, Chrissy's still a judge. Judger. Have a great evening too, Joanna. Oh, Indiana. What are all the gymnasts in the world in Indiana? I'm starting to notice that. Harita, namaste. Good to have you on. It's been a while since I've seen your bright, shiny face. It's a good smoothie. Yeah. So I'll let you guys go. I got some planning of my own to do. Lots of light, love, and power to each and every one of you. I still have smoothie in my mouth. That is correct. And I will catch you tomorrow at 8 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time for another daily dose of growth. Challenges designed to grow your soul and help you become a better person. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atma. Namaste. Bye-bye.